Hey, it's Chris Cashman. As you can see, a crowd is forming for our Best Northwest Escapes special. You pick the best, we're revealing them, and we're doing it from an epic spot with a waterfall twice as tall as Niagara. We got a lot to brag about tonight on Evening.
I'm St. Brian on the Olympic Peninsula with your winner for Best Cabins. A well-guarded secret is finally out.
Jose here at a place that won not once but twice as Best Coastal Resort and Best Family Getaway.
Here is the ladies' happy hour.
And destination dining with a legacy on a scenic stretch of highway.
Wow, just admiring the view. I mean, the falls are great, but look at you. You look fabulous tonight. Welcome to a very special edition of Evening. It's our 30th Best Northwest Escape Special. This spot is actually home to 3 honors. The iconic Snoqualmie Falls behind me, your pick for Best Roadside Attraction. Right next door, Salis Lodge and Spa is the winner for Best Luxury Resort. And we will tell you about the other Best of Honor that the Falls earned a little later in the show. You gotta stay tuned, as they say. In the meantime, we'll head to the Olympic Peninsula, your choice for Best Cabins. Saint is standing by.
Hey, your winner is Rainforest Resort Village on Lake Quinault. It's a place that just might remind you how to sit still.
There are places you visit because everybody tells you to go, and then there are places people almost don't want to tell you about, because once everybody finds out, you have to share it. This year, our viewers voted Rainforest Resort Village at Lake Quinault the winner of our Best Northwest Escapes poll for Best Cabins. The owners, well, they seem a little surprised.
When I got the phone call, I was like, really?
Dave Morrison and his twin brother Don have spent most of their lives here, although this wasn't exactly the life they expected.
You never know what's going to happen if you stay one place long enough.
In 1970, their dad, an electrical engineer, was among 60,000 employees laid off by Boeing.
He looked around and the resort came available and said, hey, family, we're going to move over there and run a resort. All you all are going to have certain jobs and stuff.
Jobs, every kid's favorite surprise. Nearly 60 years later, you'll still find Don mowing the grounds.
You get used to it after a while, you know, that's our life now.
Dave might show visitors the nearby waterfalls, or the world's tallest Sitka spruce, which happens to be growing on their land.
I brag about this tree, it's just a fun tree.
The resort has its own village, with a post office, laundromat, and a general store that sells souvenirs, a large selection of wine, and snacks, all guarded by a tabletop security dog.
Closest stoplight's about an hour away, so it's like, that's a good thing.
There's a restaurant, the Salmon House, that serves an amazing dill salmon, and then there are the cabins that brought us here, each with a fireplace. And if you were expecting something flashy, you're missing the point, because what you're looking for here isn't in a room.
The main attraction for out here is Lake Quinault, the Quinault Rainforest, and the Living National Park, just to get out in the midst of it.
That's what Chelsea Delano and Joe Fertitta have been doing for the last 3 days.
We would definitely come back, like we talked about that, and yeah, we're thinking about when we're gonna come back out here, hopefully in the next couple of months.
At Rainforest Resort Village, 3 hours from Seattle, can still feel like a world away.
Thank you, Saint. Those fireplace cabins start at $270 a night. We head now to the Washington coast, where we have another Escapes winner taking 2 categories, Best Coastal Resort and Best Family Getaway. Not to be confused with getting away from your family. Jose takes it from here.
Seabrook on the Washington coast is a great place to be a kid. And it can also make grown-ups feel like a kid again. Oh, I can see the beach! Why this place one of the most family-friendly getaways in the state? It was designed that way by founder Casey Roloff. Why do you think family keep coming here again and again and again? What is the magic, I guess?
I think we have an a spectacular location. I mean, the bluff and the ocean and the trees, you really can't find this unless you're in Olympic National Park. So we had this amazing canvas. And then the Art of Town building.
Roloff didn't set out in 2004 to build a resort. He set out to build a community.
We designed Seabrook to be a place where people could grow up and live amazing lives. And we really built this town to raise our family in.
And this town has plenty of family fun. There's a bookstore and bakery, a pizza place, and an arcade. Tiara, who's also raising her family here, owns Base Camp, a store with all the gear you need to get outside.
Base Camp is an outdoor outfitter here in Seabrook. We offer a lot of different gear, skimboards, surfboards, paddleboards, bikes, also outfits for all types of weather.
Why do you think this place is special and why do you think people like to come here to do activities like this?
We are so family-centric. This is a place where people feel safe. They can have their kids out on the trails with their friends, kind of enjoying the nostalgia of going into town and getting ice cream. And so I think people want to come here and be outside, be a part of the community.
When you get outside here, you will find hundreds of miles of hiking and mountain biking trails, 2 pools, pickleball courts, and outdoor fire pits.
Encouraging that outdoor time, that's what the Pacific Northwest is really about.
And as Seabrook continues to grow, it's becoming more than a vacation destination.
Our whole culture is creating amazing experiences for our owners and guests and visitors.
It's becoming a place where people put down their roots in the sand.
You got the beach just for myself. When can you do that?
We've got other winners right there on the Washington coast. Ocean Shores won again for Best Beach and Best Horseback Riding. And Westport won Best Place to Catch a Fish.
Up next, let's eat. The Best Destination Dining winner located along an iconic scenic drive. And ice cream cones as big as your head at this road trip treat stop. Best Northwest Escapes is sponsored by unforgettable Grays Harbor County.
And welcome back to Evening from beautiful Snoqualmie Falls. It's our Best Northwest Escapes Winners Special. That's your choice for Best Roadside Attraction. For our next honor, we got to head up north to a truly scenic drive and some amazing food. It's your choice for Best Destination Dining.
Nestled along one of the most scenic drives in the Northwest, there's a place where the views are only a part of the story.
That's a great place to come to. Everybody's friendly, the food's great.
They love the community of it. Everybody knows everybody, as you can see, just, walking around. Everybody's happy to be here.
It's that sense of community that keeps people coming back to Chuckanut Manor.
Everybody is just engaged. It's welcoming. That's what we've always done here.
With roots stretching back more than 50 years, this restaurant has long been a local landmark. But in 2019, a new chapter began with Megan Pickett, a local.
I bought it, knew it just needed a facelift. It's an iconic restaurant. Everybody knows it in the area.
And the journey here is part of the experience. But once you're here, it's the food you stay for.
Well, the food's really good. I have lots of favorite things.
With a variety of dishes to choose from, the menu keeps guests coming back again and again.
We're known for the halibut and chips, our cipino.
Here is the ladies' happy hour.
Yes, it is a great happy hour. Tacos, singles of everything, Bloody Mary shooters, prawn cocktail.
And for Megan, the recognition belongs to the team that makes it all happen every day.
They make it happen. They're just, they're awesome.
Getting to Chuckanut Manor is half the fun. Chuckanut Drive is cinematic to say the least. Travel and Leisure just named it the Big Sur of the Pacific Northwest. So there's that. And if you're heading that way, by the way, save room for dessert because here's your pick for Best Roadside Treat Stop.
There's something immodest on Fur Island Road in Mount Vernon.
Right now we're making the homemade waffle cones for Goose Produce.
colossal cones, big enough to merit a roadside sign.
Immodest ice cream cones.
I mean, I would just say that they're homemade and you get a big glob of ice cream on top. Definitely a nice big immodest scoop.
It's delicious. Snow Goose ice cream can't be beat.
I'm Vico Rust. We're at Snow Goose Produce. This is the farm stand that my parents started in 1984. It started as just one small building selling raspberries and daffodils. And now we're very well known for our ice cream cones and a host of other things.
There's family history behind these huge helpings.
Yes, we don't skimp on the size of ice cream cones that we make. I believe my grandma was responsible for that, and there's no going back.
But this produce stand offers much more than big scoops.
I like to hang my hat on the seafood department. That's where I spend a lot of my time. Skagit River, Spring Chinook. We work with a lot of local fishermen. We do shellfish, we do shrimp, we do crab. There's a nice one. Local Dungeness crab. Salmon, halibut, black cod, lingcod. We do a lot of great local seafood. We also work with local farms who provide us with the veggie starts, flowers, the baskets, all sorts of great stuff.
We have all kinds of amazing pickled products. The dilled green beans are one of our most popular, as well as the pickled carrots and asparagus and beets all do really well.
We love food, so basically anything that we enjoy, we're trying to add. We have a fabulous wine department. Yeah, the sky's the limit. If you're looking for it, we probably have it.
It's one of the few places that you can go to that is actually farm food. Produce is from their farm.
Whether your ideal road trip treat is something pickled, something blooming, or something immodest,
it makes for a great day. It's fabulous.
Snow Goose Produce has something for everyone.
I'm just tickled that they, enjoy coming here and they make us part of their trip to the Skagit Valley.
Ice cream!
Swing by for a treat. Snow Goose Produce is open every March through early October. Up next, the best budget hotel in Leavenworth that has everything from pools to putt-putt golf. And Olympic National Park's most relaxing secret spot. Welcome back to Evening from Snoqualmie Falls. It's our best Northwest Escape special. In fact, you'll pass right by your best roadside attraction on your way to Leavenworth, where Jose has our best budget-friendly hotel.
Oh, Leavenworth, a town like no other, with plenty of things to do in town, but also a mecca for those who enjoy the outdoor activities in the summer and yes, in the winter. It's not a secret that this is a destination to visit for Washingtonians. But what if you are on a budget and looking for a place to stay?
I drove all the way to Leavenworth to check out Icicle Village Resort to find out why many of you picked this place to stay.
Well, welcome to Icicle Village Resort. The property is very expansive. We have a number of on-site amenities, such as our JJ Hills restaurant and bar. We have an alpine spa for your massages. So let me go ahead and give you a tour. Let's go. The original hotel was built in 1992 with 66 rooms. Since then, it has expanded to 158. Right over here is the start of our 18-hole mini golf course. So let's go take a look. We also have the Leavenworth Adventure Park right behind us if you want to try your hand at the Bavarian Coaster. Over here, we've got our Rocky Pond Winery tasting room.
Ooh, is that time of the day?
Yeah, well, we can make it that time of the day. Leavenworth is very nature focused, so we do have a number of recreational activities such as the complimentary bike rentals here on property.
You guys don't have only one pool, you have two pools.
That is correct. One here over by the hotel and another one over by the condo. Each one does go ahead and have their respective hot tubs as well.
The one thing that I can tell you is in a perfect spot and you can see views of the mountains right in front of me.
We have these fantastic Bavarian themed murals by a local artist.
So why you think people voted this place as best budget hotel.
We pride ourselves on being able to offer a product that reaches multiple price points for our guests. But what really makes us unique is that we are able to offer traditional hotel rooms along with condominium units to our guests. And if your family includes a dog, they are more than welcome as well. It makes for a great opportunity to get away from the big city, be able to see and explore something that's different.
Thank you for having me today.
Thank you for coming out.
Cheers to that.
Cheers. We welcome you all to our property. We hope to see you soon in the future.
Jose says you can stay at Icicle Village for as little as $180 a night. We have a new category to celebrate, best place to take a soak. And you picked a historic hot spring on the Olympic Peninsula.
Duc Hot Springs might be Olympic National Park's best kept secret.
We're not the most well advertised thing in the Olympic National Park, but people find themselves up here and they're like, we didn't even know there were springs here. But this place just has so much history.
The first lodge was built more than a century ago.
Built in 1912, burned down 4 years later. At the time, it was called the Pearl of the Pacific. It was the most expensive hotel on the West Coast.
Generations continue to relax in these hot springs.
Enjoy the soak, it makes you feel good.
Super fun coming here and hanging out every summer and spring. Playing with my brothers in the cold pool and stuff.
Awesome, really relaxing.
Duc also has cozy cabins, some that are right on the river, some with kitchenettes, a campground and miles of hiking trails through mossy old-growth forests. But Duc is also special because of what it doesn't have.
We don't have cell phone signal, which is so cool.
A place that's been here for generations, but still feels like a discovery.
I think the secret is Duc. You know, it's, again, we're not very well known, and I think that works to our advantage because people come out here and it's very much a surprise. The majority of people, if you ask how they found Duc, they'll say, we were on a road trip, we just ended up here, and now we've been back every year for 40 years.
What a spot to take a dip, a soak in the Duc Hot Springs pool. So it'll set you back about $19 for adults, free if you're staying in one of their cabins.
Up next, your winner for Best Short Hike shows a different side of this popular Washington attraction.
Now in our 40th season, Evening shares local stories that make our community shine. Evening is sponsored by Pemco Insurance. Pemco empowers the Northwest to prevent the preventable. Learn how at pemco.com.
And welcome back to Evening in our Best Northwest Escapes special. We are at Snoqualmie Falls, best roadside attraction. You know, you can hike to the bottom of this 268-foot waterfall. It's bigger than Niagara, and your choice for best short hike. And here's what to expect if you try it.
This is the view of Snoqualmie Falls we're all used to. But a 1.4-mile round-trip hike reveals a different side of this natural wonder, one that's a little wilder.
Oh, it was beautiful. We loved it. Everything is so green. The little signs added to the hike telling you about the different foliage and trees that you're seeing.
A little wetter.
So there was a little bit of spray, but it was really more about how clean it smells. It's just a clean water, and the water's super clear, and so it's just sort of restoring, I guess. You just feel kind of invigorated.
And big on that Northwest beauty we locals take for granted.
We're from Phoenix, so this is so much different from anything we ever really have a chance to see.
And then just the water clarity is just really cool and pretty to see.
Watching the patterns of the mist coming off the bottom and swirling around is pretty awesome.
I'm from Dallas, Texas, so comparatively we do not have much nature in Texas, in Dallas anyway, so this is definitely like a great experience.
Along this trail that drops 250 feet in elevation, you'll learn about nature, see some hydroelectric plant artifacts. Remember, this river makes electricity. And maybe find romance?
It's romantic. The beautiful waves and the mist that it's creating coming down the bottom, it's gorgeous.
Next time you visit Washington's most popular scenic attraction, step beyond the viewpoint and experience Snoqualmie Falls.
It's a fantastic little hike.
It was really pretty going down there all the way.
Definitely gives you some views that you don't get up here. So yeah. Totally worth it. Nice little short one.
Just the power of nature.
Now one more winner, the voter who won our $5,000 getaway to Grays Harbor County. Michelle Bergmans is our winner, and she told us she loves exploring the places Escapes reveals, and she loves the Washington coast and can't wait to return. Congrats to Michelle and all of our Best Northwest Escapes winners. Now, if you'll excuse me, I left my car keys at the bottom of the falls. But you named it the best short hike, so it's a win-win. We'll see you next time.